I worked on the lunar module simulator starting in October 1967, about a year and a half before the moon landing.
60 seconds. Contact light. Okay, engine stop. Tranquility base.
I wrote the equations of motion that calculated how the vehicle moved and how it rotated, all that. That was my job. And also because I'd had experience as a National Guard pilot. This was something that hadn't been done before, and the only way you could practice it was in the simulator. I flew the simulator every morning to pre-flight. I also had to verify that all the guidance and navigation programs were working. And if something wasn't working, like while the crews were training, they would call me down and fly with them so they could show me what it was it wasn't working the way they thought it would. My job was, if something wasn't right, to figure out what was wrong by listening to the astronauts and then tell the programmers what needed to be done. In the LIM, you had a big window that looked like out the window looked like what it looked like. Even out in space, the stars were there. Or if you were docking with a command module, you could see it. And actually, that was a big part of the first part of my job was learning how to rendezvous and dock with a command module. I've always loved anything that flew, from birds to butterflies to space shuttles. I've always been fascinated by things that flew. And so that was a good experience there. And then now at AMA, I started working here because the Dream Chaser was developed from the HL-20, and I had retired for 4 years at that time, and they asked me if I would like to see the Dream Chaser actually fly. It's gonna fly next year, I believe. So that's why I went to work for AMA, to kind of complete the work I had done on the Dream Chaser. The NASA people are the bosses. They're in charge. They decide what the requirements are. But a lot of those requirements need experts, and that's what a lot of small businesses do, because they specialize in certain fields like simulation, and that's why NASA needs them.